there's so much change. And again, it feels like it kind of came at a perfect time with the ever-changing landscape of college athletics. And ASU has made a lot of changes in the past. And, people always want to talk about, specifically fans and the unnamed donors we've talked about, always want to talk about the fundraising and the NIL and all of that and how they've been behind. And that's not the case anymore. The ASU is not behind in the NIL department. And so I just wanted you to kind of touch on how has that improved so drastically in the last couple of years, and like, what can you say about the NIL right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of no coincidence that as Kenny and Bobby are having all this tremendous recruiting success, it's happened as we've started to build out some really good infrastructure around NIL and just understanding that it plays a really important space in this moment of college athletics. And it may change in the next couple of years as we get through class action lawsuits and as those deals get settled here and term sheets defined. But obviously right now, NIL is critically important. And as we're going in the Big 12, as we're navigating leadership change, as NCAA is kind of upside down, really looking at the unique advantages here to ASU. And I've said this before, I believe it in my heart, right university and the right market at the right time. And we are so well positioned to use the full strength of ASU. That was the big charge from Dr. Crow in this process, is how do we really amplify ASU through sport, but also use the full scale and impact of ASU behind what we're doing in athletics, and really helping us open some doors with key partners or key donors to help support NIL and understand that it's not about pay for play. It's about creating opportunities for our student athletes through NIL. And again, in a market like Phoenix, we've got companies that are moving here every month, setting up shop. There's not a better tool, in my opinion, for a startup business or a young company to say, I need the benefit of promotion, and I've got high profile athletes that can promote my product, my company, my service. And you're making an investment in the young person. You get the benefit of them promoting whatever it is you're here to do, but you're rounding out what they can do as a student athlete. And there's that NCAA commercial, right? Like only 2% play at the next level. A lot of us are doctors, lawyers, et cetera. Ironically, Chris Howard, one of our executive vice presidents, is the president in that commercial, which is kind of a fun fact. But it is true that a lot of times these athletes are committed to their sport from such a young age. They don't have time to get resume experience and build a professional network. And that's really where NIL enters the conversation on a chance to just prepare for life after playing. And hopefully you get a chance to play in the league or go to the Olympics and have some success in your sport. But at the point where you've got to transition into the real world and find a job, be a great athlete, and have all those attributes that are important as a teammate and a good communicator and somebody who's dependable, accountable, get a great education, and then use NIL as a way to start to build a resume and a network that helps you when you're done playing. And so we've really focused daily on building out that infrastructure. We're not done. We've got a good foundation. We're trying to build more connections throughout the Valley and find different ways for all of our sports, for that matter, to be the benefactor of NIL. And at the same time, give it back. Make sure that these athletes are helping provide value to the companies who are making this investment. And in a world moving forward, being in a major metropolitan market, in my opinion, is the best advantage that we could ask for.